I honestly believe that history will be kinder to me than the contemporary media or for that matter the opposition parties in parliament.
क्या कभी ऐसा मुश्किल वक्त आया कि आपको लगा कि आपको इस्तीफा दे देना चाहिए?
I've never felt like resigning at any time. I've enjoyed doing my work. I've tried to do my work with all honesty, with all sense of integrity, without regard for fear or favor.
मेरा प्रश्न है, पिछले 10 वर्षों में आप पर सबसे ज्यादा चुप रहने के आरोप लगे हैं। कांग्रेस पार्टी में भी कहा जाता रहा कि आप सही समय पर राजनीतिक जवाब नहीं देते हैं। आपको ऐसी क्या थी जो रोके रही 10 वर्षों में, और ऐसी कोई कमी आपको लगती कि किसी वक्त पर आपको बोलना था और आप वहां पर नहीं बोल सके?
जहाँ तक बोलने का सवाल है, जब भी जरूरत पड़ी है पार्टी फोरम में मैं जरूर बोलता रहा हूँ और आगे भी बोलता रहूँगा।
प्रधानमंत्री के तौर पर आपका जो है कार्यकाल अब आप पूरा करने जा रहे हैं और बैटन आप राहुल गांधी को आप इंडिकेट कर रहे हैं। मेरा सवाल आपसे यह है कि जब मुकाबला होगा तो राहुल गांधी वर्सेस नरेंद्र मोदी का मुकाबला होता है। नेचुरली आप राहुल के साथ खड़े होंगे क्योंकि आपकी पार्टी के, लेकिन क्या आप मानते हैं मुकाबला बराबरी का होगा और 2014 में वाकई आप राहुल गांधी के नेतृत्व में सरकार बना पाएंगे या आपको विपक्ष में बैठना पड़ेगा? थैंक यू वेरी मच।
आई हैव फुल कॉन्फिडेंस दैट द next Prime Minister will be from the UPA coalition. Well, I am the same person as I was 9 years ago. There has been no change. I say it with all sincerity that I have tried to serve this country with utmost dedication and commitment and with utmost integrity. I have never used my office to enrich or to reward my friends or my relatives.
Sir, the BJP and Mr. Modi's charge against you is that you have been a weak prime minister. So do you think your party has a role to play in that projection of this view?
Well, I do not believe that I have been a weak prime minister. That is for the historians to judge, and the BJP and its associates may say whatever they like. Well, I have tried to improve relations with all our neighbors to the best of my ability, and at one time it appeared that important breakthrough was in sight. Events in Pakistan, for example, the fact that General Musharraf had to make way for a different setup, I think that led to the process not moving further. But I still believe that good relations between India and Pakistan are very essential for this subcontinent of ours to realize its full development potential, to get rid of poverty, ignorance and disease, which has been the inevitable lot of millions and millions of people in this subcontinent of ours.
प्रधानमंत्री, जब आप वित्त मंत्री थे तो आप जो आर्थिक उदारवाद की जो नीतियां शुरू की, आपकी वित्त मंत्री के रूप में उस विरासत को आज भी देश याद करता है। अब आज जबकि आपने ऐलान किया है कि अगली बार आप प्रधानमंत्री पद की दौड़ में नहीं होंगे, तो प्रधानमंत्री के तौर पर आपकी विरासत को आपको क्या लगता है देश कैसे याद रखेगा? और इसके साथ एक छोटी सी चीज और जोड़ना चाहूंगा कि पिछले 10 सालों में आपकी उपलब्धियों का लेखा जोखा है, लेकिन आपको क्या लगता है क्या 10 सालों में आपने मिस किया जो आप हासिल करना चाहते थे देश के लिए, जो आप हासिल नहीं कर पाए इन 10 सालों में?
Well, I have done as well as I could under the circumstances. It is for the historians to judge how successful I have been. My own feeling is that we have maintained and sustain the momentum of rapid economic growth. And if you look at the period of 9 years that we have completed, compare it with the preceding 6 years of the NDA, I think it emerges very clearly that in most indicators of performance, our performance has been superior to that of the NDA period. Well, I can only speak about the system as it has worked. I sincerely believe that an arrangement where the Congress President and the Prime Minister do not happen to be the same person, in the circumstances, it has worked exceedingly well. For me, it has been a remarkable achievement that I have been able to complete 10 years of my Prime Ministership without any hiccups in the relationship between the Congress Party and the Prime Minister, or for that matter, the government. For me, Mrs. Gandhi's support has been enormous help in dealing with very complex issues, and the fact that she was there to back me up facilitated my task as Prime Minister in more than one way.
Why was it not possible for you in your tenure as 9.5 years as the Prime Minister to visit Pakistan?
Well, I would very much like to go to Pakistan. I was born in a village which is now part of West Punjab, but as Prime Minister of a country, I should go to visit Pakistan if conditions are appropriate to achieve solid results. I have thought of it many times, but ultimately I felt that the circumstances were not appropriate for my visit. I still haven't given up hope of going to Pakistan before I complete my tenure as Prime Minister.
Yeah, Mr. Prime Minister, at the end of 2005, the PMO speech said you rated your government 7 out of 10. Now that 10 years in office have been completed, how would you rate it on a scale of 10?
Well, it is for you people to judge me. As far as I am concerned, I feel I have done reasonably well. The growth process that we sustained in the last 10 years, despite the global financial crisis, despite the Eurozone crisis, and considering also what is happening in other emerging countries like Brazil, like South Africa, like Indonesia, I don't think ours is a story which can be described as non-successful or even full. Well, if you're talking about the Sikhs who suffered in 1984 riots, I think our government has done quite a lot, and I used the opportunity of a discussion in Parliament to publicly apologize to the Sikh community on behalf of the government of our country for what had happened in 1984. It should never have happened. And as far as the compensation is concerned, I think one can never give adequate compensation to compensate for the loss of valuable lives, but wherever possible, we had provided succor to the suffering families of the Sikhs of 1984.